Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 3rd. Past April Fool's Day, but you know what? Mother Nature's thrown a fool's trick at us. City of Gadsden tournament's been canceled, but you know what? We're going to cover the fishing anyway and then talk a little bit about our Fish Fest event that we're having May 1st. So stay tuned and we'll get you some information and we'll talk safety as well. Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 3rd, presented by Mercury. We caught up with Josh Herron today, talking about Logan Martin and Lay Lake. And overall, with the water conditions the way they are, the weather that's come through, the bite's been tough. You can move a little bit, throw some big bladed spinnerbaits, maybe the size of the hubcap on your car. Throw some spinnerbaits in there, bright colors, square bill crankbaits, maybe a lipless crankbait or something, and then of course a bladed jig like a jackhammer in the fire red craw and some of those colors to be able to get a few bites. Logan Martin, Lay Lake, the same thing. Look in the backs of pockets, look where there's eddies, and you may be able to get a few bites. Crappie's going to be tough because you can't really see much. The crappie are going to be real tight to cover near current, maybe around docks a little bit, but first and foremost, folks, what we want to talk about is safety this week. If you're going to be on the water this Saturday, which the weather should be nice, no rain, but we've had so much current going through the system that a lot of the lakes are taking the brunt of everything, water coming through all the dams. Logan Martin's going to be flooded and high, so is Lay Lake. There's going to be a ton of debris in the water. So you want to make sure to be slow and methodical in your boat. If you're out there operating, look for floaters, big logs, look for snags that have washed up into some of the more shallow areas that may not be used to seeing them. Be careful. You can catch a few fish. It's going to be a tough bite, to be honest with you, but safety is key. Make sure to pay attention and don't get going too fast. Don't get in a rush because it's not the time to be testing out that new prop on your boat. You may just want to cruise. Well, wanted to give you a little heads up. May 1st, Saturday, May 1st, the Saturday before the Elite Series hits town here at Neely Henry, we're going to have our Bucks Island Fish Fest, seminars, raffle prizes, meet the pros. We'll have our own Matt Herron, Scott Canterbury, Wes Logan, Brian Latimer, John Cox from the NPFL. We may even have a surprise guest or two, maybe even some kayak fishermen, and of course, the Crappie King of Weiss Lake, Lee Pitts. We're going to talk fishing, learn, have fun, fellowship. We'll even feed you and then give you some raffle prizes. So plan for Fish Fest May 1st right here at Bucks Island, and tune into our website for more information and watch for social media announcements as they come. Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 3rd, presented by Mercury. Had a chance to catch up with Tom Ott. He was on the water doing his thing, playing a little bit with his buddy Josh Butler. They managed to catch a few fish at Guntersville. What they're tending to do right now is they're having to look in the shallows. So much water going through the system that the normal stuff that's offshore is becoming a little hard to fish. The current seams are a little bit aggressive. I'm sure the fish are there, but it's hard to hold, hard to make presentations. So they are catching a few fish, going in areas that most time bass boats can't get to. The kind of areas that you typically see kayaks and maybe john boats going. You want to get shallow. You want to fish a bladed jig, a jackhammer, a thunder cricket, some of those kinds of things around shallow cover. Make sure that you're looking for methodical presentations close to cover because the water is going to be dirty and you don't want to blow the bait by them too much. But really the key, especially on a big lake like Guntersville, there's a ton of debris. Tom said he's seeing whole trees go down the system. Stuff that you just don't want to hit in your bass boat. So take your time. Be safe out there. Make sure to wear your life jackets if you're going to put the boat on the water. But safety is key. It's a big concern right now. You don't want to hit anything. You don't want to put anybody's life in jeopardy. So take your time. Don't get in too big of a rush. And you might be able to catch a few bass doing something that you haven't done in quite a long time in areas that you may not have ever been able to fish before. Well, that'll do it for our Guntersville report. Stay tuned for a little bit of information about something coming from Bucks Island. Well, wanted to give you a little heads up. May 1st, Saturday, May 1st, the Saturday before the Elite Series hits town here at Neely Henry, we're going to have our Bucks Island Fish Fest, seminars, raffle prizes, meet the pros. We'll have our own Matt Herron, Scott Canterbury, Wes Logan, Brian Latimer, John Cox from the NPFL. We may even have a surprise guest or two, maybe even some kayak fishermen, and of course, the crappie king of Weiss Lake, Lee Pitts. We're going to talk fishing, learn, have fun, fellowship. We'll even feed you and then give you some raffle prizes. So plan for Fish Fest, May 1st, right here at Bucks Island. And tune into our website for more information and watch for social media announcements as they come. Well, good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, April the 3rd, presented by Mercury. Hey, today is supposed to be the City of Gadsden Super Tournament, but that got postponed because of the weather and the way that the river is running through the system. We've always talked about Minnesota Bend. Minnesota Bend is a bottleneck. It makes for big flooded areas of the water upriver of that. A lot of times you'll see them in the mall parking lot. Water's everywhere. It's flooded upstream. But downstream, we've seen Neely Henry as much as 6 feet low below down by the Southside Bridge. What that creates is a very unique situation where there's a lot of things in the water that we haven't seen for many, many years. Areas that are dry that usually are underwater. So safety is a big key right now, especially on Neely Henry with everything. Weiss Lake is really high. We talked to Lee Pitts, who's been crappie fishing a little bit. It's been spotty, but his house, which is built on stilts, he had to move all of his tools and equipment and his tractors and his mowers and everything out from under his house and put them on higher ground because the water's flooded up over the banks into him. So safety is key. You might be able to catch a few fish. Think shallow, big bladed spinnerbaits, jackhammers, thunder crickets. You might flip a few fish. Dock pilings may be key, and current breaks on both bodies of water. But please be careful out there. There's a lot in the water. There's many obstructions floating, and there's stuff that's been washed up into new areas. Just pay attention, slow down a little bit. Safety is key. Wear your life jacket. You may still be able to put a few fish in the boat, but get ready for April 17th when the City Super Tournament was moved to. You might practice a little bit, but be real careful when you're doing it. Well, stay tuned right now for a big event coming from Bucks Island. We have an announcement coming up right after this. Well, wanted to give you a little heads up. May 1st, Saturday, May 1st, the Saturday before the Elite Series hits town here at Neely Henry, we're going to have our Bucks Island Fish Fest, seminars, raffle prizes, meet the pros. We'll have our own Matt Herron, Scott Canterbury, Wes Logan, Brian Latimer, John Cox from the NPFL. We may even have a surprise guest or two, maybe even some kayak fishermen, and of course, the crappie king of Weiss Lake, Lee Pitts. We're going to talk fishing, learn, have fun, fellowship. We'll even feed you and then give you some raffle prizes. So plan for Fish Fest, May 1st, right here at Bucks Island. And tune into our website for more information and watch for social media announcements as they come. Well, all right, everybody, that'll do it for our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report presented by Mercury for April the 3rd. Once again, stay safe out there. Stay tuned to all kinds of announcements coming from Bucks Island on our Fish Fest event. And don't forget that if you are going to go fishing, we've got everything that you need in the loft and then some. Our staff will be able to help you pick out what you need. Ask any questions, or you can find it online at shopbucksisland.com. But don't forget also, make sure to subscribe to our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And that way, whenever we go live with announcements or fishing reports or Bucks Island Live, which are coming up soon as well, that way you'll be notified and you can participate as well.